Hi again! It's Makeup Graveyard Day 2, and today we're going to be doing all of my face powders. So let me pull them out and then we'll get started. Alright, here we go. This is all of my, and by face powder I mean like setting powders and like powders that actually have color. So first let's start off with the How to Look the Best at Everything in the Light by Benefit. That's where I got all the Benefit foundations and concealers if you missed that in my last video. This is the champagne powder. I don't know what kind of powder it is, but it just says, and oh my god, this is one of the nicest powders ever. It's like the biggest, bulkiest packaging, but I don't have a Z palette and I don't want to like break that trying to get it out, so I'm keeping it in here. But oh my god, I seriously love this powder, so I'm definitely keeping that. This is super duper duper old, and to be honest, I've only used it a handful of times. This is the Alame Pure Blends 98.2 Natural Hypoallergenic Translucent Matte Powder in 100 Translucent Matte. And this is old, but it's a powder and I barely ever used it. And when I did, I poured it into the cap, so there's no like contamination or anything. And I'm gonna keep this because I'm trying to get back into more natural makeup, so I definitely want to give this a fair go before I get rid of it. Next is a Avon Smooth Minerals. I used to sell Avon back in like high school, so this is very old. I'm almost done with this. There's just a tiny bit left in the bottom here. Let me see if I can show you. Did I take this one? Yeah. There's just a tiny bit left in there. This is a little bit like salmon toned, and I love using this under my eyes. Both as a setting powder and a concealer, so I am going to keep this one. Both my Stay Matte powders I'm keeping. They're both pretty. I hit pan on that one. Definitely hit pan on that one. I pour my foundation on the lid, by the way, that's why it's so gross. And I have it in Sandstorm and transparent, and yeah, I super love these. Almost done with them. Will definitely repurchase them when they're gone. This is the e.l.f. $1 Ivory. I think it was called like the clarifying powder. It has salicylic acid in it and I'm actually allergic to that. So for that reason alone, I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, like salicylic acid is in tons of acne fighting like medicated face washes and powders and liquid foundations, and I am allergic to it. It makes me break out. So getting rid of that one. Not getting rid of this one. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Powder, the HD setting powder, and this one is in the translucent color. I took the little cap off just because it's easier, even though it makes way more of a mess now. It's still easier to use. So definitely keeping that. That's one of my holy grail setting powders. I am so in love with that. This is another Avon Smooth Minerals thing, but this one is in 02 Fair. And this one was in 105. So this one is considerably lighter than this one. And I don't know. I think I might actually get rid of it. It is very, 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 very pale. And I don't know. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile because this is like one of those powder things. And you know, they just really... God, I'm dropping everything today. They just really don't ever go bad. So I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. I might get rid of that. I might not. This is the Wet n Wild Coverall Pressed Powder, and as you can see, I hit major pan. I actually am super impressed by this. It's like maybe like $2 or $3, and it is like so finely milled. I would compare this to the Benefit one, like no joke, in like the softness. So I'm gonna keep this. I think I'm gonna put this in my purse for touch-ups on the go. Oh my god, I can't tell you how much I love this powder. This is more of like a powder foundation. Like it's got a pretty good amount of coverage, and this is in the light shade. There's I think 3. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Then we have the e.l.f. Foundation. This is in the light. e.l.f. Mineral Foundation SPF 15 in light, and I'm gonna let this one go. It is so orange. I think the words my boyfriend said were, "Oh my god, babe, you look like an Oompa Loompa." Like, no joke. Like, I don't know if it's going to show up in the swatch, but for whatever reason, it turns orange on me. So I am definitely gonna have to let go of that one, because even when your boyfriend says, wow, you look like an Oompa Loompa, you know, you've got to look like a pretty damn big Oompa Loompa for that to happen. Then this was something that I got at the Dollar Tree and I really thought I was going to enjoy. I liked it the most out of everything that I got, and it's the, God, there's no packaging. That's just one of the things I complained about in my, my video where I did first impressions on all these. There's no name. I think this was the Retro Glow powder, and it's not soft, it's not finely milled, it isn't really shiny, and it really isn't matte. I'm doing this because it's like almost, it almost feels like slightly sticky in a way, and that's a really weird thing for me to say about a powder. The packaging is crap, and it doesn't have the name, and there's really like nothing in there. That pan is so shallow. I'm just gonna let this one go. It really didn't do anything. Like, I couldn't even tell I put this on my face at all, so no point in keeping that. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I got this one only because ShanXO said that she loved it so much, but there is so much glitter in here, and everyone says that if you apply it with like a big fluffy brush or like the e.l.f. Precision or small tapered brush, whatever the hell it's called, and you just like fluff it back and forth under your eye, that all the glitter like does, you know, doesn't stay. Yeah, it does. I have given this a college try. I have had this for about a year now, maybe a year and a half, and I've tried so hard to love it, and I just can't. Every fucking time I use this, I have glitter either under my eye or somewhere on my face, and I really, really hate glitter, so unfortunately, I'm gonna let that one go. This is another one of my holy grail powders. This is the e.l.f. Tone Correcting Powder. It's very, very, very white. It's like seriously like white when you swatch it all together. So if you're anything like more dark than like the third or fourth shade of a foundation, this is going to be too light for you. Unless you're using it too light in your foundation, it's going to be too light for you. They do have other darker colors, not super dark, unfortunately, but they do have a slightly darker one. But this is for like seriously pale people, and I'm one of them. So that Kayla loves this one too, I think. I think she likes this one. But I love this, so I'm going to keep it until I kill it, basically. And this is a sample of the Makeup Forever HD Setting Powder, and I haven't given it a go yet, so I definitely want to keep that. So I did not do anywhere near as good as I did last time. I'm only getting rid of 4 things instead of like 8 things, but that still feels good to me because these have been crowding up my powder section in my drawer for a while, and they really need to go. So goodbye. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and tomorrow, or next video, whatever it is going to be primers. So if you're interested in that, tune in next time. Love you!